bulletin. So I was muted the whole time. This is just going to keep happening. Just expect it. I mean, before I even got started, OBS was all messed up. I had to reboot and all that. And then, for whatever reason, can't load videos. I don't know. Well, it did load one, but it won't load the second one. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we'll start over. Jeez. God damn. Plus, I thought the headache was part of the flu. No, still here. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Anyway, thanks, Thompson. Let's go through the list. Audio, no audio. Mic muted. Muted. A person face turquoise covering eyes. A Thompson text green game over. Thompson buffering. Thompson sanitizer. Thompson Doug, it's muted. Yeah, it was. Hey, Thompson, I was making my own commentary. Evidently, an artist was joeing in her shampoo. Well, she didn't do it to the shampoo. She did it to the produce. Anyway, we'll stop that. Go back to this. Oh, jeez. I just, what are you going to do? So, how did I start it off? I said, well, welcome to Nailsin News Live. I'm Mr. Nailsin. Well, it seems some stupid bitch pissed off a lot of people at the grocery store. See, that's the part. See, I put the word piss in it. Get it? Yeah. Well, I mean, the story's still there. I can read it again. I mean, it won't be the same without, my lovely voice and all that stuff. So, yeah. Content creator was arrested for, is it? I better make sure this is working. Yeah, it is. Oh, thank God. All right. Content creator was arrested for urinating, that's peeing, on grocery store food and filming it. Police say they found similar videos dating back to 2021. Good Lord, it's a whole career. Well, it is content. She's a content creator, and she created content with her pee. So Kelly Tedford, 23, was arrested on February 21st, Friday, after an anonymous person reported that she had posted several disturbing videos online, according to a release from the Keene Police Department. In one of the clips seen by investigators, she appeared to be contaminating foods at a local business with her urine. She was charged with criminal mischief as a Class B felony. Huh. So that's what happens when you piss all over stuff. The Monadnock Food Co-op said in a statement, "We were informed by the Keene Police Department of an incident on February 10th where an individual attempted to contaminate products in our store with their urine. Upon notification from law enforcement, we immediately reviewed store video, identified affected products, removed them from our shelves, and sanitized all surfaces." Here's Kelly. Great going, Kelly. "We also reached out to members who purchased at-risk products. No fresh produce, meat, seafood, prepared foods, or refrigerated products were affected. Our community's health and safety remain our top priorities." The Monadnock Food Co-op is working with the Keene Health Department and Keene Police Department to ensure no ongoing risks remain. So they're piss-free, but still pissed off. Yeah. According to the police news release, numerous additional videos of Tedford were also reviewed by investigators. At this time, it appears likely that similar historic, this is the first time this has happened in New Hampshire, I guess, Well, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Incidents occurred in Keene and surrounding communities where Tedford contaminated items and/or surfaces with urine, as several videos appeared to be recorded as early as 2021. It's just taken this long for someone to notice. Following her arrest on February 21st, Tedford has been released on personal recognizance bail and is scheduled for an arraignment in April, blah, blah, blah. The Monadnock Food Co-op sustained a financial loss of over $1,500 in destroyed merchandise and cleaning costs, per the police release. The grocery store has issued a voluntary recall, because if you want to keep the pissed-on products, you can, but they're asking you to send them back of several products purchased between February 10 to February 15th, including raw walnuts, organic red quinoa, and organic oatmeal. So she just went to the organic section and pissed all over that. Well, people reached out to the police department and New Hampshire Department of Justice, whatever, for comment. But, I mean, they released a statement. Isn't that good enough? Some crazy bitch peed all over the store. There you go. That's the story. So she was a content creator, and she thought, hey, I know. Wouldn't it be cool if I made videos of me pissing all over walnuts? That was the plan. That's what she did. Well, again, great going, Kelly. Yeah, great going. Well, anyway, I might draw her portraits later in the show. Won't that be nice? So let's see some more chat. I'll read that. Might as well. At least it's not about being muted anymore. A. Thompson, my story better than yours. What was, the jacking off into the shampoo? Nodak, hit the like button. Yes, Nodak is correct. Do it. Dominic says, howdy, Doug. Howdy, Nodak. A. Thompson, we can start over. It happens. I know, but it happens every show now. A. Thompson, OMG, this is nasty. I know. Nobody wants their walnut sprinkled with piss. And if you do, I just don't want to hear about that. Hey, Thompson, what the fuck is going on over there? Well, a whole lot of pissing on produce. Nodak 123, I figured it would be a Class P felony. Yeah, you would think. I mean, they should just do it for the joke. How do they resist that? I mean, what other felonies are considered Class P that don't involve, peeing? There's got to be one or two, And so, well, probably one. But anyway, yeah, just go ahead and say, she's pissing on stuff. That's a Class P felony. yeah. And then, you can all get a chuckle out of it. Because what else are you going to do? She did it for 4 years. Anyway, Nodak, what is it? Historic as the first exciting thing to happen in New Hampshire. Oh, well, all right. See, Kelly did something for her state. Pellel, she should do it legally and pee on things for and only fans. People will pay. Well, that's true. If she had just done this. Well, it said content creator. So I don't know where this was posted. That might be what it was. It was an OnlyFans account, and that's why it took so long, because people didn't really want to admit, their subscribers to it. But then eventually that stuff leaks out anyway. They're like, hey, look, it's Kelly. Oh, my God, that's where I buy my walnuts. Holy shit. And then, it all hit the fan then. And then that was it for Kelly's criminal pissing career. Sooner or later, crime doesn't pay anymore or something anyway. Okay, what's the next story? Oh, boy, here's a married mom who had her way with a lot of minors. That ought to be fun to look at, so let's do it. Here we go, and of course, I got to make sure
it's showing up for you folks. Yes, it is, according to my little Rumble Studio thing. Anyway, married mom of 2 arrested on 80 counts of child statutory RAPE. Indecent liberties. Yeah. We don't need your response. No, we don't. North Carolina woman was arrested Thursday over allegations of 80. That's right, 80 individual sex crimes involving multiple underage victims. Sarah Jean Sellers of Charlotte was charged with 20 counts. I thought you said 80. Each of statutory rape of a child under the age of 15, statutory sex offense with a child under 15, and indecent liberty. Well, after all of that, what else could be more indecent than that? Indecent liberties with a child. The 44-year-old married mother of 2 was also charged with 10 counts of statutory sex offense with a child by an adult, plus 10 counts of statutory rape of a child by adult. Anyway, there she is. Well, yeah, she's going to have to do some time because, well, her bond was set at $2 million. Investigators have not specified the number of Sellers' alleged victims. Well, it's 80 counts in total, so it's got to be quite a few, maybe not 80, But anyway, during a court hearing, prosecutors said 2 of the alleged victims were 12-year-old boys. Jeez Louise. Detectives are still interviewing 2 other boys who may have been victimized by Sellers. Is that the scene of the crime? I don't know. Okay. Well, anyway, there we go. There's the mugshot again, and there's the list of all that crap. The alleged sexual assaults happened between 2018 and 2019. And it's just now coming about to being dealt with. That's interesting. Now, Sellers has been married for 22 years and has 2 daughters. The defense attorneys just want everyone to remind them, hey, come on, she's a mother. And the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information or anyone who may have been a victim to come forward. Well, I mean, you've got 80 counts so far, so should be enough. I don't know. Then some of them are like, yeah, I did it too, but I don't want to admit that I did. Yeah. Anyway, so there we go. That menace is taken care of. We don't have to worry about her no more. No, we don't. But these things do tend to happen. But she wasn't it didn't specify if she was a teacher. That I saw that building, I thought, well, is this some sort of school grounds or something, or was she just the neighborhood slut and said, hey, any of you boys want to be made into a man and that kind of thing? Is that what she was doing? Because she's like, I've been married for 22 years and I have 2 girls. I'm lonely and need excitement. I guess. I don't know. But whatevs. She's busted, and she probably doesn't have the $2 million for her bond. So, and she's got room and board for a while. Yeah. All right. Well, gee, I that was all very unsettling and everything, So, this next story is an update on one I've covered before. Similar story, involves a school teacher, a woman, who had some extracurricular activities with one of her students, And so ex-student who impregnated teacher at 13 is now an adult and wants the teacher's sexual charges dropped because he says, I started everything. It was all him at 13. He seduced this poor innocent woman who just didn't know what to do and was confused and groomed by this 13-year-old, And she's, it all happened so fast. I don't know. Next thing I knew, I was, yeah. So he says he wasn't groomed or raped or manipulated by her because he wanted every ounce of her. An alleged sexual assault victim who reportedly was only 13 years old when he impregnated his teacher during an illicit relationship has come forward to call for the child sex crime charges against the New Jersey woman to be dropped. The Daily Mail said it spoke to the former student, who is now an adult, and noted that he indicated the criminal charges against his former teacher should be dropped. He said, "They need to drop all charges," the alleged victim said. "I wasn't groomed or raped or manipulated by her. She never initiated anything. I started everything." He continued, "If it was up to me, she wouldn't have been in jail. It's been 6 or 7 years. I'm 19, about to be 20. His former teacher, 34-year-old Laura Karen, delivered a baby in 2019. Karen is a 5th grade teacher at, is? Here it's hard to get the teachers fired. You know. Anyway, 5th grade teacher at Middle Township Elementary School, which is located in the community of Cape May Courthouse on the southernmost tip of New Jersey. Karen taught the alleged victim and his brother. Good Lord. Well, as Blaze News reported last month, the reported victim's mother allegedly became friends with Karen. The mother let the boys and their sister stay at the teacher's house so she could take them to school. An affidavit states that the children's father explained that it began with 1 or 2 nights a week, and eventually the children just stayed with Karen permanently from 2016 to 2020. Okay. During Karen's first court appearance last month, the judge reportedly described Karen as a resource family parent for the children. Well, she had resources. The sister of the alleged victim reportedly told investigators that the children would sleep in a shared room on the 2nd floor of the teacher's house. However, the teacher reportedly noticed that her brother sometimes... the sister reportedly noticed that her brother sometimes, only sometimes, was in Karen's bed the next morning. Well, local affiliate reported that the sister would see Karen enter the bathroom when the alleged victim was showering and lock the door behind her. But it was all his idea, you see. He went and took that shower and said, "Well, I'm going to go get naked and sudsy in the shower." And she would be all tempted and lured in, And the teacher just, what was she supposed to do? Nothing? Oh, no. See, it's all him. The alleged victim's brother told investigators that he witnessed Karen sexually assaulting his brother at a time when the two believed he was asleep. Was he asleep? According to him, not really. According to court documents, the sister told investigators that she believed her brother was about 11 years old when suspicious incidents began happening. However, the alleged victim in the Daily Mail interview rejected any suggestion that the purported sexual abuse happened when he was 11 years old and described the accusations as crazy. I was at least 13. Oh, well, that changes everything. Karen delivers her baby in 2019. Delivered her baby in 2019 when the alleged victim was 13 years old and she was 28. So maybe 12. Yeah. Police launched an investigation into the teacher after the alleged victim's father reportedly made an eyebrow-raising post on Facebook in December 2024. The alleged victim's father pointed out that there was an uncanny similarity in appearance between himself, his son, and the newborn baby. And he's like, "Well, I didn't bang that teacher. That only leaves..." Karen was arrested on January 15th and charged with aggravated sexual assault and endangering the welfare of a child. She faces more than 10 years in jail if convicted. The legal age of consent in New Jersey is 16 years old. Well, not even at 13 could he claim that. However, it is illegal for teachers or anyone with a duty of care over children to have sex with minors of any age. Part of Karen's bail conditions include having no contact with their baby's alleged father, even though he's a man now, according to his own sentiments. The alleged victim recently told the Daily Mail that the court order has been a lot for him. I can't talk to them. I mean, I guess both her and the child. I wish I could, but I can't, and it sucks. The teen said the issue started with his father's Facebook post and that he is now estranged from his dad. He's like, Dad, damn it. This stuff is so deep. Oh, boy. Like the world has no idea what she has done for my family. He says, I love her with all my heart. She was there for me and my family. Well, Middle Township School District Superintendent Dr. David Salvo stated, when the district was first advised of the allegations, the staff member was immediately placed on and continues to be on paid administrative leave. So technically, she's still a middle school teacher. Yeah, still being paid. Yeah, man, that is one powerful union. Yeah, you can have an 11-year-old's child and come on. Well, all right, maybe 12. And you keep your job. Yeah. Well, teaching. Wow. Well, look, he's in love and stuff, so they're just going to have to try to get through this hard time, and maybe one day be together, See, Laterno was starting quite the trend, wasn't she? She sure was. Let's see. Pella, she should do it. Oh no, that's OnlyFans. The thing I already read. 8 times, and I bet Doug would drink an ounce of her pee just to see where it came from. No, I would not. I don't get the piss fetish. Holy shit. I don't get that one either. 8 times, and good to know kids are getting laid over there. Well, one of them was. And then his dad had to go and he's like, hey, how come I wouldn't get in the action? Because you're too old man. And so he put a stop to that. 8 Thompson, she not that bad. You can get her out for $200K. 200,000. Well, yeah, but her man is probably not even employed. He's only 19. Yeah. 8 Thompson, wow. 12 years old is 6th grade. There you go. Pell, she looks like the monster who used to live in my closet. Really? Canadian Spider-Man, face green, smiling. Sure. 8 Thompson, who squealed on that? Well, his dad did because he saw the pictures on Facebook. I mean, look, they pretty much gave all their kids to this woman. I don't know what's going on. I suspect the parents are divorced and all that kind of drama, and boy, she took a particular interest in this one kid. And the other kids, I don't know, slept downstairs or whatever. But then one of them noticed, hey, look, teacher's on top of my brother. And then the girl noticed that every time my brother takes a shower, she goes in there and locks the door. That's interesting. And then later, pop, out's a baby. So anyway, 8 times. So wow, in a K through 12 school, you could potentially be in school with your child. Oh, yes. Yeah. 8 Thompson, age of consent in New Jersey is 15. Oh, so you're saying they got it wrong, huh? They said 16. That was wishful thinking on their part. So there again, you're getting close to where it was almost kind of sort of consensual. I mean, he's saying, he loved every minute of it. I don't. Karmic X, just woke. Good morning, Doug. Good morning to you too, Karmic. I know the feeling. Pell. Oh, I remember when you first covered it. Yeah. It's basically it's an update to the story. Basically, we're just getting the quote unquote victim side who says, "Hey, I was good with all of it," But again, he was underage, so that's the statutory part of it all. And he says, "I wasn't groomed. It was all me. I groomed her." He's quite the ladies' man, apparently. So anyway, there you go. Karmic X, LOL, Doug. That's a doctor voice if I've ever heard. Yeah.
Now listen, we don't really approve of this type of behavior, but we shook our finger at her and we put her on administrative paid leave.
I guess when she actually gets convicted, which no one's denying anything, the guy's like, "Hey, it was all me." And he's like, "Would you shut up?" Of course, DNA test and everything would prove the deal. But nevertheless, once she's convicted, I guess, then they can fire her from the school district. Nodak 123, that kid will love being with that teacher until he's playing his mandolin while oh, jeez. And tells him she wishes he'd take a nap. Yeah, well, in this case, she wants him to take a shower. Karmic X, Mary Kay Letourneau was not bad on the eyes. Well, until she was, and that's when everything went wrong. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. All right. Says hi. Hi, Real Clips. Yeah. Karmic X, hit the like button. Yeah, do it. Karmic X, LOL. Pell, too much screwing and not enough learning. This now 19-year-old thinks the law works that way. Yeah, he didn't really pay attention to any discussions of law, math, science, English. He didn't do any, but he passed. Somehow he was a straight A student. Anyway, hey, Thompson, I think you could have a full-time stream of reporting teachers fucking students. It's crazy. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it just never stops. It didn't happen when I was in school. Then I'll find out, yeah, it did. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm the one that they just, yeah. Hey, Thompson, LOL, does he play? Yeah, I know. The mandolin, yeah. Well, look, it could be that business of the French president married his teacher, who people say was originally a man and is now a woman. Used to, I'd say, "Oh, come on, shut up." But after the, I don't know, past 10 years, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. Who does? Nobody. All right. What else do we have on the? Oh, yeah, this is a cautionary tale. A similar thing happened. Well, it was even worse in New Orleans. This reporter wanted to get some action, picked up a prostitute. She drugged him to rob him because she's been doing it for years. But he had some reaction to whatever she gave him and died. That was during the Super Bowl. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, they got her, And she was probably going to like, "Well, that's not what I meant for it to happen." Well, it did, stupid. Let's see. There it is. It's showing up. All right. Good deal. Oh, I forgot to. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to make these later, I can do it later. Vegas vixen drugged and robbed elderly men in deadly this was deadly. I'm forgetting. Deadly 3-year romance scam on steroids, according to the FBI. Well, we'll have to confirm this with Cash Patel to make sure, because I haven't been trusting FBI for a while now. Anyway, federal authorities nabbed a serial seductress who fled to Mexico after allegedly drugging and robbing several elderly men in a 3-year Las Vegas scamming spree that turned deadly. Mexican police arrested Aurora Phelps, 43, who's accused of using dating apps to seduce, drug, and steal the identities of men between 2019 and 2022. She allegedly fleeced her victims for hundreds of thousands of dollars and is linked to 3 of their deaths. One of which she is being charged for. Just one? Why not the other 2? Huh, I don't know. So there she is. She's like, hey, blowing a kiss, and then being artsy and serious. He's, hey, is she, yeah. This is a romance scam on steroids, said Spencer Evans, the special agent in charge of the FBI's Las Vegas division. We believe Aurora Phelps deliberately and methodically targeted older men to drug them and steal from them. Phelps, who is in custody in Mexico, faces 21 counts, including wire fraud, identity theft, and 1 count of kidnapping, resulting in death. Sue Fahmy, the acting U.S. attorney for the District of Nevada, said Phelps, whose criminal aliases included Flores, Valesco, and Alvarez, targeted men in their 60s and 70s, but she also duped younger victims and occasionally women. Well, once she incapacitated her victims, Phelps stole their cars, accessed their bank and brokerage accounts to withdraw cash, used their credit cards to make a variety of purchases, including luxury retail goods and gold, and even attempted to access their Social Security and retirement accounts. You bitch. Is this how she advertised her? Hey. Now, you got to admit the vision's not that great for some of these guys, so they're like, it's this or nothing. One victim awoke from a coma after Phelps gave him prescription sedatives over the course of a week. What is this her thing? I'm looking for friends, no fake people, no gente falsa. The seductress advertised on her Tinder profile under the name Sissy. Again, is this trans? Anyway, at some point, Phelps fled south of the border, but she was arrested by Mexican police and is currently awaiting extradition to the U.S. Despite having identified several victims, authorities believe they have only scratched the surface of Phelps' scamming spree. The FBI posted photos of the seductress on its website, along with a call for her victims to come forward. So anyway, did you hook up with this broad only to wake up in a pile of your own puke with no money and no car? The FBI wants to talk to you. Yeah. But I just don't think that was worth it at all. Well, love is a terrible thing because it's ever so elusive, and it's really, really awful when someone takes advantage of your desperate need for muff. Especially in this case when I'm not so sure there was any muff to be had. But hey, look, I don't know. It's irresponsible to speculate, I suppose. But whoops, I did. There you go. Let's see. We'll go back to, the chit-chat. A. Thompson, LOL, does he play? Okay, yeah. Real Wade clips. Jill said you were live. Jill? A. Thompson, or the 1990s. Real clip says, plus, I couldn't sleep, LOL. Okay, so I guess Jill's your significant other. A. Thompson, now it's like 2 times a day. All the teachers, yeah. John K. We didn't tell on our hot teachers in the 80s. You see, everybody was. It's not me. Well, there was this one teacher. Oh, my God. There's always, well, actually, there was two. Man. I just would have been. Of course, then you got to think the one downside to it, I mean, for the boys, you understand, is that it's kind of like, you know, you made it to the top of the moon. Now what do you do? You know, nothing's ever going to measure up to that moment. Anyway, A. Thompson, Super Bowls are full of hookahs. Well, yeah, it's all a part of the deal, you know. Karmic X, remember the failed Super Bowl stunt? A man was to bungee jump from a helicopter to clip a chip held in his mouth into some dip. I think it was Doritos. Jay Leno was the spokesperson for the commercial. So what happened? He drowned on the dip. Karmic X, needless to say, the bungee jumper died in rehearsal. Holy crap. So did the bungee snap? That's because that happened on occasion, and yet people still did it. They're still doing it. They said, this is fun. Oh, thank you. But they did it for what? Did Doritos have to shell out some money to the family? Of course, I'm sure the lawyers got him to sign all, you know, his soul away and all that stuff so that, you know, odds are you won't survive this. Huh. Pell sedatives? I thought it was steroids. Oh, yeah, the whole thing was on steroids. But no, it was sedatives. Sedatives won't have the effect steroids do. What an idiot. Anyway, A. Thompson, my Latin teacher in 1989 was a fox. I'll bet. Yeah, those Latin girls, you know. Was a fox in the 1950s. Yeah. Wasn't it? I think it was Kumia. He said one of his teachers, she had played Jane in one of the old Tarzan movies. I don't guess she wore the outfit to class or anything like that. Hey, Thompson, he didn't dip. So I guess he didn't get the chance to dip. He just fell and splattered on the floor, on the ground. Karmic X, I think the bungee cord was too long. Oh, jeez. You would think they would figure that out. You know, hey, you're going to need to know the distance that he's going to go. Because you got to have that distance when it snaps you back, you know. Not just slam you into the ground. Oh, well. Super Bowl stunts, huh? Well, that's got to beat the, you know, Janet Jackson, titty slip up thing. But, I mean, it was only in the rehearsal, so they couldn't really exploit it for the halftime show, I guess. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I need to move on to another story. Yeah, that's enough of you, Vegas lady. Oh, is that it? Wow. Oh, well, I got to draw some of these. So I guess, you know, these were all kind of sad stories and everything, broken hearts and whatnot. And we need to end on a more wholesome family affair type thing. So we'll go to this story and I'll check. Yeah, it's there. Adult film star Lily Phillips says she's pregnant. You remember her. She did 100 guys at once. Or at 24 hours, I guess it was. Adult film star and OnlyFans content creator Lily Phillips, who gained viral infamy last year when she became emotional. Oh, is that why? If only she hadn't been emotional, then everyone would have been fine with it. After claiming she slept with 100 men in a single day, says she's expecting her first child. Well, how did that happen? In an Instagram post on Wednesday, which can be seen, we can see it. Phillips shared a photo of herself sporting a baby bump and a photo of 2 positive pregnancy tests. The secret is out. She has a British accent, I think. She wrote in the caption, Baby Phillips 2025. The controversial 24-year-old sex worker did not reveal who the father was. Well, does she know? It's kind of, or how long she's known that she's pregnant. It's worth noting that Phillips' post can be some sort of stunt, perhaps another attempt to go viral. Yeah, no. When exactly did she do the 100 guys at once? Wasn't that kind of recent? And now all of a sudden she's sprouting that bump. You know? And then she would just make up some story. Sadly, I lost the baby, and there never was one. Now, see, she peed on these, but she didn't film it, I suspect, unlike Kelly did. Last year, Phillips courted controversy when she appeared visibly distraught and said she slept with 101 men in a single day. Who's the stupid bastard who got to be the one? Despite appearing as though she did not enjoy herself, she later indicated that she was ready to outdo herself and sleep with 1,000 men in one day. However, her plans were thwarted last month when she was questioned by U.S. Customs and Border Protection about the stunt. Oh. I don't know. I guess anyway, were some of the men didn't have the proper paperwork or whatnot. They stopped me at the border, and that's what they said, Phillips told TMZ. I said, okay, I won't do it there. I think it's probably because I used my real name as the same as my stage name, and that's probably how they figured that out. In recent months, she's been something of an adult film star arms race with fellow controversial creator Bonnie Blue, who claims she slept with 1,057 men in a single day. Oh, well, she's already beat her next goal. So now she's going to have to push it to 2,000. Beating Lisa Sparks' 2004 record for sleeping with 919 men in 24 hours. Wow. Well, so that she already held the crown then. She only did 100 for her OnlyFans. I guess she was unaware of Lisa Sparks. And then old Bonnie Blue comes in. Yeah. Oh, there she goes. Kissy, kissy, pouty, pouty. And here she is like, I don't know. I think I made it. But you know what? 101, it's got to be 1,000. And then Bonnie. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's hope this is just a stunt. Because, poor kid. Well, all right then. Those were the ladies for tonight's selection of stories. And the only thing left to do is to draw their portraits. Let's see here. No. Karmic X, my English teacher's aide was a college chick who dressed hot every day. Torture. Hey, Thompson, she was it Sophia Laren? I don't know. Hey, Thompson, I needed to contact my old schools and get money back. We didn't have any hot teachers. Good Lord. Yep. They should pay up. Hey, Thompson, my 8th grade English teacher looked like Doug. Sounded like him also. I like Doug, but not like that. Thank God. Jeez Louise. Teaching a class. Hey, Thompson, 100 cream pies. Well, she wants 1,000 now. Hey, Thompson, an entire season of Maury. Yeah, I know. Who the baby daddy? And it's just like the whole audience is the guys she screwed. Now I got to get tested. But then one of them's going to, oh, it's me. Yeah. Nodak123, are we sure it's a baby bump and not 100 loads bump? That's a good point. It could be. You got a lot of load. Pell, she had birth control, but it was burned off after the first 80. So 20 possible. Yeah, there's that too. It says in the fine print, look, if you have more than 80, we're not responsible for what happened. Karmic X, imagine taking pride in being banged by 1,000 dudes in a day. Something is wrong here. A. Thompson, oh my God, what the fuck is going on over there? Are they putting something in the food, water? No, she just sat around, wondered, what do I do for my OnlyFans? And that's what she came up with. You know, that's like the other idiot was pissing all over the walnuts. But this, what was her name? Ashley or something? I don't know. Anyway, she decided, I know, I'll fuck 100 dudes. And then not to be outdone, you know, anyway. Karmic X, yeah, can't imagine she's a good mom. Well, no. You know, and you're the kid and you're growing up. Hey, here's your mom fucking all these dudes. Which one's daddy and all that sort of thing, you know. That'll have no effect on him whatsoever. He'll be fine. And then, of course, the girl, well, we know how that's going to go. So anyway, that's great. But anyway, you know, had to end on a light note. I mean, she didn't kill anybody yet. So there's that. She didn't piss on the walnuts. And it was all her idea. It wasn't some, you know, 13-year-old Lothario, you know, as the case was apparently with the teacher. At least that's what he claims. Anyway, A. Thompson, it's just no shame left anywhere. Yeah. It needs to come back. It does. You know, you tried your libertine lifestyles and all that stuff, and now look at us. It's going to be a backlash. I know. It's long overdue. Yeah, we're all going to have to go to church again and all that, but you'll get used to it. Don't worry. Anyway, Karmic, LOL, Doug. Yeah. Nodak123, she should have pissed on the pistachios. Yeah. Maybe they didn't have any, you know, she's like, damn it. Well, it's walnuts again. LL, hey, Junior, how did mom and dad meet? At a fuck fest with 100 other guys. Romance is still alive. Yeah, you know, over the crowd of the dudes, that one guy, their eyes met. It was probably him. He's probably daddy. Well, all right. So now I'll have to do the break, which I had 2 videos, but it would only upload 1. That upset me. That upset me very much. But anyway, it's another Nailsin News one. I don't think I've played this one on the show. Oh yeah, I did talk about it on the show, but I went ahead and did a video on it and all that stuff. So anyway, it's Sugar Boo. It's a good one. So I'll play that while I get you know, oh no, wait. I don't want to do that. I got to switch the camera over to the, oh no, I got to do that in OBS. That's right. Okay. There we go. This should work. Ta-da. There we are. So now I got to draw these broads. And then, after I've drawn them, then I'll go to the break and play Sugar Boo while I set up the scanner and all that crap to put it all in Photoshop and add color to the images of these broads. Of course, we'll start at the first one, Kelly, who, the pissy girl, who got all pissy all over the walnuts at the grocery store. At the, what was it, Monad Docks? Monad. Hell, I don't know. Never heard of the chain, but, it's where Kelly decided, this is where I'm going to build my content up. This is where I'm going to pee all over them there walnuts. And, well, she did. And she would have gotten away with it, too, if it hadn't been for the demands of her subscribers. One wonders if that was the deal, her stupid OnlyFans thing. And then the subscriber said, you know what I'd like to see? I want to see you pee on shit in public. She's like, well, okay, it's what he wants. And so beginning in 2021, as far as we know, she decided to just go into the grocery store and, I don't know, lift up her skirt and start pissing on stuff. And I wonder, I mean, she just did it with her phone and had some kind of setup. And I don't know. What's the mechanics of that? And the store, of course. Well, we had no idea this was going on. And that's it's kind of impressive just for that alone. And God, she did what? And then they got to go through their security. And sure enough, there's Kelly pissing on the walnuts. She was pissing on the walnuts. Pissing on the walnuts. Because there weren't no pistachios. She pissed on the walnuts. But of course, as the store chain expressed, is like, we're putting out a voluntary recall, and you would send in the product, we will refund it. But it's only voluntary should you so desire to keep your piss-stained walnuts. Well, that's your business. We're just making the offer that, that we'll leave it there. But yeah, it took a while for anyone to notice because somebody had to, well, yeah, I do subscribe to that sort of thing. But when I realized it was my grocery store that I frequent, well, I became concerned. And it's like, I don't know, how do you, well, I accidentally accessed the account. And I was appalled. And it was like, I never knew Kelly would do that. I had no idea. She's like, hey, it's like, stuff's expensive, y'all. And it wasn't my fault. It was my subscriber's fault. Kind of like the same excuse that the kid, now adult, saying, hey, it wasn't my teacher. It was all me. So now it's like, I don't know if any of her subscribers here for Kelly. Look, it wasn't even her idea. It was mine. I'm a pervert. And I was like, hey, you know what would be cool? You did videos pissing. Pissing? Oh, then it's like the first one. She's like videoing herself pissing in the toilet. He said, no. Not that. How about some walnuts? And so then she goes and buys a bag of walnuts. No. I mean, in the store. Oh, yeah. And he's like, well, there's $30 in it for you or whatever, you know. And thus, the relationship was born. Thanks, OnlyFans. You know. And that's how she learned to become an entrepreneur. Because she's a content creator. But, you know, creating content, boy, I tell you, some of those fans, they're so demanding. I never would have thought of pissing on walnuts until my fans said, would you pee on a pile of walnuts? And without a second thought, she did. Oh, well, there's, you know, I'm sure there's crazier hobbies. She made a mistake. You know, it'll be all right. And, you know, the grocery store cleaned it up. And really, they said the damages was $1,500. I was kind of surprised. I would have thought it was a little more than that. But no. And I don't know. I mean, I guess she hadn't drank a lot of fluids. You know, it wasn't a whole lot. Then again, I mean, she'd been doing it since 2021. So, yeah, well, later on, through all the collection of evidence and stuff, they test it and discover she has some kind of disease. Well, look at that, you know. You might be suffering some renal failure or something. Oh my God. What are the odds? Like, how did this happen? Well, I was looking to do some content for my OnlyFans. I started pissing on the walnuts. Got caught, busted, arrested, all that stuff. But lo and behold, they discovered had a rare condition. But I got treatment and everything is fine. So thank God for your crazy perverted stunt for OnlyFans. Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes life's funny that way. There we go. There's Kelly. Great going, Kelly. Great going. Oh, who's our next contestant? Oh, yeah. this woman whom I never figured out what she did. I was thinking, oh, she must be a teacher or something. I don't know that she is. But facing 80 counts of sexual assault and sexual assault. So, but I don't know, 80 times over, whatever. That's what she did. And of course, I don't know that there'll be any guys coming forward. Let her go. It was all me. I took advantage of her emotionally. She was facing the cold grip of death, aging rapidly. And I swooped in. You know, and I fucked her. So that's the deal. It's those teenage boys. My goodness. She just wanted a little distraction from reality, you know. Well, anyway, she got it. 80 counts worth. And everyone found out. But as her attorney reminded the court, she's a mother. Come on. Well, it doesn't really improve the case. So, even more so, she should have known better. Well, I mean, being a mother is stressful and stuff. And that made her vulnerable to the seductive ways of the local boys around town or something. Hell, I don't know. I guess you'll just have to throw yourself on the mercy of the court, Miss whatever her name is. But still, I don't know. I didn't say she was a teacher or nothing. Just all of a sudden, boy, all the boys are going so and so's house. And I don't recall how this one got found out. The other one was the dad noticed teacher's baby looked like him or his son. And he's like, uh-oh. But here, I don't know, I guess someone squealed. She liked him more than me, so I told on her. Something like that, you know. And everybody's like, damn it, there goes all the shenanigans we used to get into. Oh well. They're like, well, all good things come to an end, you know. I guess she had her hair up or something. Yeah. She does appear to be somewhat concerned. This might have a lasting effect on my life. I, I don't know. It just might. Yep. This sort of thing tends to do just that. But, some of these, after a while, you got some contenders who have some really wild stories that are more. I mean, by now, it's like in the old days of Laterno and everything, it was still pretty crazy. Uh, but there was one where it was this college professor who, I don't think he never messed with any students or anything, but he would just go to like parks and stuff naked and would shove branches up his butt and was having sex with his dog or trying to get the dog to have sex with him or something like that. I think he had videos of himself with lollipops up his butt and trying to get the dog to come, I think the dog was even, nah, I'm good. Oh, jeez. And he got busted, and he was like, "Oh my god, my life is over." And he was like, "I don't do this all the time. I just needed to blow off some steam." Like, good lord, with a lollipop up your butt? Yeah. Hmm. Oh well, can't remember. I think he was initially caught, because he was going into this park. He thought there was no one around. I think there was a security camera he wasn't aware of or something, and would climb naked up the tree and shove branches up his butt. And there was some construction equipment around, and he was like shoving that stuff up his ass. And so it got back to the authorities, and someone said, "Hey, that looks like Professor So and So." They go to his house, get a search warrant, and that's when they discovered his videos of him grooming his dog. Ah, jeez. And well, he was very upset that people would find out about his hobby. And I think he was begging the officers to open fire on him. And they're like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Okay. Of course, a lot of this comes in with these women who do this, and it's how the patriarchy has failed women that drove them to this type of behavior. Stuff like that, you know. There we go. That's those two broads. But wait, there's more. So, let's go see. Oh, yeah, this one, which surely I did already. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. But since it counts as an update, um, you know, it'll have to work like that. Okay. With this dumbfounded look of, damn, I never thought it would come to this. Yeah. She appears to be in deep thought in her mugshot. I was just teaching a class when suddenly, hey, I know. I'll have these kids move into my house. And one kid in particular. Next thing you know, she's pregnant with his child. His dad's noticing the kid looks familiar. And now she's in jail. I don't know. How does this happen? Well, we may never know. Oh, no. But look on the bright side, the dude's still in love with her. And he takes full responsibility for the whole ordeal. So it's like, what? He had to keep, like, coming on to her. She's like, no, no, no. Yeah, come on, come on. You know you want to. Yeah, yeah. And then eventually she broke down. Couldn't fight it anymore. That's his story. So I don't know. Is that the whole thing? All that time, you know, all the teachers were playing hard to get, and he just didn't catch on. And I guess teaching was her dream job, maybe. And she just didn't understand, where the babies come from. Now that I think about it, did she have a boyfriend? Yeah. It's like just like, oh, so and so's having a baby, and oh, it's not mine. Oh, oh well. Oh, this thing, jeez. Oh, I don't know. Maybe this picture, I guess. I mean, I guess they don't have a mugshot of, I don't know, the deadly hooker, because she's still stuck in Mexico. And yeah, she killed a couple of Johns. But there again, she's the defense. Well, I didn't mean for him to die. I mean, how was I supposed to know he was going to have a reaction? I mean, it's not like I'm a doctor or a pharmacist or anything. Well, that's why you don't fuck with that. Well, how else was I going to rob him blind? But she said she wanted to meet real people, not fake ones. Probably because the fake ones didn't have any money. But it was mostly lonely old dudes. But it said there was a couple of young ones. And a woman. Jeez. It's like, well, as long as she's got some money, I'll rob her too. And now we're going to need some of you guys to come forward and say you were victimized too. Yeah, I don't want to admit that I was messing around with a whore. Because how many of them were married and all that. Whoops. But I guess there's just always a catch. And for some, the catch was death. Okay. I don't know how much he stole in total. Probably didn't really keep a track of it or nothing. Just moved on to the next idiot. But eventually, the long arm of the law caught up with this succubus. Oh, damn, missing all this out now. There we are. I never thought I'd get my portrait drawn on a live stream. All I had to do was seduce some old farts and drug them to death. Yeah. Let's see who's next after. The. Okay. Touch this up. Gotta have her ears in place. Even though she didn't listen. Yeah. Touch up your makeup. Okay. And then the soon-to-be Mother of the Year. Oh, wait. I gotta... All right, that'll do. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Jeez. This one maybe? No. Huh. Maybe. Wait a minute. Oh, well, screw it. I'll just have to draw it from the article. Everyone knows it's Lily, who is the broad who banged 100 men. Everyone knows it's Lily. Who is the one that was the baby daddy? Everyone knows it's Sloppy Seconds. Well, sloppy 100s, I guess. I don't know. Da 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 da. So I don't know. I mean, did it pay off? Yeah, she'd make a lot of money off of that whole thing. A bunch of people showed up to watch that whole ordeal. And it's like, well, there she is on all fours, pound, pound, pound. And there you go. Well, this is like historic or something. Now, as of yet, we still don't know how many of the 100 jizzed in her shampoo bottle. We just don't know that as of yet. We may never know. That would take some amount of intensive investigation. And, well, good help's hard to find these days, especially in science. So it's just one of those things you just have to accept that you will never know the answer to. For her, she wouldn't be able to tell because, I mean, probably now everything seems like it's full of jizz. There we go. There we go. There she goes again. There we go. And okay. I have to have some of the texture. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, it's not muted. I just ran out of stuff to say. But it is of some interest to note that in the article it seems to indicate that the controversy was she was seemingly upset in the immediate aftermath of her romp with 100 men in one day, only to announce she wanted to do 1,000 later. One would think that the response was like, I've made a terrible mistake. But, well, if there's any positive to be had, just thinking about it is one thing, doing it is quite the other. But, oh well. Anyway, do some weird perverted thing and make it in the news, and who knows, you too may become a subject of a Nailsin drawing the news portrait. Well, in that case, it was all worth it. Oh well, good enough. There we have it. Yes, all the broads for this edition of Nailsin Miscellanea, whatever. No. I don't think it did. Oh, no. No, I read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah. No. Yeah, saw that one. All right. Hey, Thompson, it's just so odd. No consequence, no morals, no care in the world. Hey, Thompson, careful switching cameras. MLC support is offline. Yeah. Well. Hey, Thompson, I need to charter a jet and save about 100 streamers from the debauchery. Doug, you would be one of them. Well, that's nice. Pell, was that a spur of the moment thing, or was this planned out? What, the lady did 100 guys? I think it was planned out to some extent. You know, I don't think she just put a sign on her front door. Want to fuck? You know, come on in. And then after the 100th one guy gets in, and the 102nd guy comes in. He says, nah, that's it. Oh. Hey, Thompson, is pissing on nuts a thing? Where does that even come from? I don't understand where the idea to do that comes from. It's just so off the wall. Yeah, I don't think she pissed on the wall. Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, she pissed on the walnuts. A couple of other things too, but I forget. But walnuts, yeah. Karmic X, AI will replace even migrant worker type jobs too. Yeah, I know, robots and everything. Hey, Thompson, where do these nasty ideas even come from? This is just getting crazy. I'm not certain. It said she was a content creator, so I just assumed that it was OnlyFans, and someone said, hey, how much for you to do a video of you pissing on walnuts at the grocery store? I guess she gave him a price and did it. Pell, she's trying to start the newest TikTok trend. Probably. Pell, next is dropping deuces in the cottage cheese. Yeah, well, that might have been a request, but apparently she was only going to do pissing. That's all they got. Hey, Thompson, there was a streamer in Mississippi that fucked a dog alive on the internet. I read that and felt sick. Someone watching called the police. At trial, it was discovered a $5 super chat made her do it. $5. Well, there is a number, and for her, it was 5. Karmic X, about the Rumble app running hot, my microphone battery began to bulge and split my phone after listening to the Rumble rant for Rumble app for a year. Jeez Louise. Hey, Thompson, fact check that, Doug. I would like to see how that trial ended, but don't want that in my search history. They would put me in jail for Googling that here. About the school teacher? Yeah. Well, the quote unquote victim says it was all him. It wasn't her. As far as the other old broad, I don't know. That's not just scant details on that one. But 80 counts. Hey, Thompson, it will come out eventually. The apps are mining crypto on your phone. Okay. Karmic X, I think you're right, A. Thompson, about the backdoor crypto mining. A. Thompson, when PS3 came out, when they went idle, they would share resources to universities to fold proteins. Karmic X, yeah, the folding home program. Wonder if that gene folding produced any results. Hey, Thompson, go feel how hot your cable box is. Alex Jones is correct about it. Karmic X, no. Karmic X, insane amount of heat, even with modern cable boxes too. Hey, Thompson, those PS3 would be off and sound like hair dryers working. Karmic X, I think AI and Medi-Cal will be the best combo. Imagine having a life-threatening illness and having a vaccine specifically developed to treat your specific illness. Will the elites give us that? Well, didn't they already? Hey, Thompson, and evidently someone on Reddit hates me for chatting with Felicia about cars. Strange world cannot be fans of Dixon and FG. I have high hopes for her. Now, you might want to rein that in. I think she could really be the female. The female? And she is female. I don't think she needs to become one. Being one already. A Thompson version of regular car reviews. Oh. So that she would review cars. That could be her new streaming thing. Hey, Thompson, I'm even willing to consult right for her. Well, hit her up, see what she says. Karmic X, LOL, never been on Reddit, but heard I'm being talked about as a scumbag on there. LOL. Hey, Thompson, a comedian looking at the odd features and stereotypes of cars. It is funny. It would be funny with a character like Felicia. Thompson, I think you're in love. Karmic X, didn't Eastside Dave stick a Tootsie Pop up his rear and ate it afterwards? Dude worked hard for his money. Yes, he did do something like that. I think he ended up having to wash his mouth out with palm olive or something. Hey, Thompson, sorry, Dixon fans. I want to be fans of both. Hey, Thompson, RCR makes serious cash on YouTube. RCR. Karmic X, I'm back into the MLC fold. I was the only one to know how to become a member to his MLC Rumble show. It was nice getting KB's attention for a few days for only $5. Money well spent. Hey, Thompson, but KB is trash. All the Dixon only fans can't see what really happened there. KB got Dixon off YouTube as soon as Dixon started getting better than KB. I told you all what happened. Hey, Thompson, Felicia is just the puppet. The master of that was KB. The shoe fits. Karmic X, I'm going to try and build a bridge. Hey, Thompson, KB, and Dixon were gold together. IMO. Yeah, that's not happening. Karmic X, plus it's all part of the fun. Hey, Thompson, nah, Dixon done with KB. It's not going to happen. Karmic X, I told KB, ask Dixon for help with Rumble. KB said, who's Dixon? Maybe somebody can tell me. LOL, dude trying to farm the Rumble Rants is funny. Hey, Thompson, KB/Chad did that to Dixon. Hey, Thompson, LOL, KB asking Dixon for help with Rumble. LOL, yeah, Tell KB to hold his breath and wait for that help. Karmic X, KB's been saying afterwards, maybe I will have Dixon on. So he's floating the idea. That's quite the floater. A. Thompson, Doug needs that and laughs. Karmic X, but yeah, Dixon might turn the offer down. Don't blame him. Karmic X, I wonder if Felicia would be a good mother. Maybe that's what's wrong with her. Her biological clock is ticking fast at 41. No, I don't think that's it. Karmic X, LOL, A. Thompson, she gonna need to get a job in a high school for that. I'm not interested in her like that. A. Thompson, I was watching Levyverse and saw someone throw Perry Carvello across the room. It was scary. Stuff like that isn't funny to me anymore. Karmic X, excellent job, Doug. Oh, for the drawing? Yeah. Thanks, Karmic X. Hey, Thompson, you really don't want to have kids after 40. It's tough to keep up with all the bullshit after 30. Karmic X said, hey, Thompson, I think the Perry stuff is a little scripted. Just feels that way to me. Way too over the top to be real. Hey, Thompson, nah, that fight was real. Karmic X, the announcer guy acted too cool over it. That's when I felt it was BS. Karmic X, LOL, I gotta watch it again. Ha ha ha. Hey, Thompson, they need to call the cops and put that guy in some sort of assisted living facility. Karmic X, but then again, I feel every reality show is scripted to a certain extent. Hey, Thompson, I was expecting a redemption arc for Dixon. Would be cool to see that happen, but it's too late now. Redemption in the eyes of what, Kevin? Screw that. Karmic X, luckily, toothpaste is difficult to tamper with, like adding unknown substances. Karmic X, nicely done, Doug. When you are that good at art, does the feeling of completing a piece of work feel rewarding, or is the bloom off of the rose at this point? Sometimes it can be both ways, you know. Some of them, I'll look back and, there it is. At long last. Then I'll go to bed and wake up the next day and this is shit and throw it away and start over. Sometimes that happens. A. Thompson, LOL, Doug is thrilled. A. Thompson, I knew about the 100 guy lady thing. They were pulling guys off the street, begging them to get with her. They actually had a difficult time finding the 100 guys. I would respectfully decline. Yes, because it's 100 dicks. You're going in there after 100 dicks. You know, it's like, no. Karmic X, migrant workers are known to wipe their asses with the produce. No toilets deep in the field. So like the ears off of corn on the cob, you know, could do that. Hey, Thompson, LOL, when you are monetized, I got plenty of $5 bills. How much do you like those cows? Well, I'm over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now, so, and I got to keep doing these streams, which I'm doing. So maybe it'll get up the watch time up and they'll finally say, you want to make money? Here you go. And then they'll immediately ban me and throw me away. But it'll be fun while it lasts. Hey, Thompson, anything good on Netflix tonight, Doug? I don't know, probably. I just haven't looked. Because I'm, busy doing this. Why can't you just scroll? Isn't that what a scroll's supposed to do? I think it is. And I'm a professional. All right, I'll play Sugar Boo. And then I don't know if I'm going to bother coloring all of these. We'll color Lily here. And I don't know. Let me see. What's the others? God, I did 4 of these. Geez. I'm getting tired. Oh, I got to do my Wednesday comics. It's only one comic book, though. So that ought to be okay, I could do that. I already got the little camera set up. I could just put it on the table and say, this is what I read. And that'll be a show in and of itself. It will. Anyway, here's Sugar Boo.
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Video shows woman hurtling first date brick through ex's window. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. A woman denied throwing a first date brick through her ex's window, but according to deputies in Lee County, Florida, surveillance footage caught her in the act. I live here, Sabrina Deanna Coyne, 34, told deputies in body camera video dated the night of January 24th. The ex said, however, that Coyne moved out of the house when they broke up about 6 months before. Turns out he's the sole owner of the residence, according to county property appraisers' records. The deputies found no women's clothing in the residence. It's not even his own. And no indication Coyne was getting mail there. The video, heavily edited by the sheriff's office, shows the first deputy finding Coyne at the front door. I'm trying to get in touch with my ex-husband, Coyne said. According to documents, the man said they had never been married. The ex was sleeping on his couch in the living room, waking up to the sound of loud banging on the windows and front doors. Shortly thereafter, he heard a loud noise indicating glass breaking coming from the front living room. On video, a deputy asked Coyne if she had been banging on the door. I banged on the door because he wouldn't let me in, she said. She denied throwing anything at the window, but in the edited footage, the sheriff's office pointedly repeated the surveillance video in which a woman, Coyne, picked something up from the ground and tossed it while holding a flashing object, apparently her cell phone, in the other hand. I did not break the window, she said on body camera. The sheriff's office described the item as a first date brick. A close-up picture from authorities showed that it commemorated a jet skiing tip from June 14th, 2020. Coyne was arrested for criminal mischief and throwing a deadly missile into an occupied dwelling. She posted $7,500 bond on January 26 and is scheduled for a later arraignment. Well, let's take a look at that footage. I mean, how can we not?
You the one banging on here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with my ex-husband.
Oh. Were you banging on the doors all along?
I banged on the door because he won't let me in.
You live here or no?
Yes.
Or you used to?
I live here.
Did you launch anything in there?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
That's just like her.
Sugar Boo, don't do this.
If you cannot afford a lawyer
Sugar Boo!
Wait,
or breaking the window with
I
a
didn't
brick,
break the window.
we'll speak
I
about
did
that
not
now.
break the window.
If you want to speak to me about it, we can, but after you
I
do the same
want to
rights.
speak with you. Yes, I want to speak with you.
Okay.
I did not
Just
break
give me a
the
second so I
window.
can read your rights and then we'll go from there, okay?
Wait, officer,
Yeah, let's go to-
officer, I did not break the window.
Okay, we'll speak about that now.
The window. I did not break the window. Oh my god.
Oh, man, that's too bad. That's too bad for Sugar Boo.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.
I forgot I put that ending part on there. That's exciting. But anyway, yes, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up your copy of Nailsin Comics Like Night Night. Oh boy, that'll be fun. A. Thompson, they all need color. Yeah, they'll get it eventually, but I'm beat. A. Thompson, you need the watch hours. Yeah, I know, but I'm beat. Karmic X, Ring cameras are the best. So much good footage found on ring cams. That's true. A lot of good stuff has come from the good old ring cams. Who knew? Well, we should have known. And I guess we did. You know. Anyway, I gotta hit the presentation. And there it is. The presentation for Lily. I fucked 100 guys in one day. Well, 101. Yeah, why you got to point that out? Well, look, it's not going to make much difference. So here we go. Oh, come on. We'll be here all night if I do it like that. There we go. There's Lily. Wow, Lily, how did you come up with this brilliant plan? Well, I was getting fucked by a basketball team. And I thought, wow, what if a basketball team had 100 members? I mean, you probably couldn't even fit them in this locker room. And I thought, I bet that would be cut for OnlyFans. And so the plan was hatched. And now you know the rest of the story. I think I recall they said one of the cameramen got sick while filming it because of the stench. See, that's the problem, you know. When you got multiple participants. And I don't know, did they just stand in line with their dicks out waiting? You know, I do recall, I think she said, I felt bad for some of the guys. They didn't get to finish. Because, the clock was ticking, and she was like, oh, look, I only got 75 so far, so you got to go, dude. But I thought this was special. Nope. So anyway, but yeah, the cameraman got sick because that's a lot of assholes in there. And after a while, it's like, I don't know if, I guess it was like, was it a live event? I don't know, because it is like, oh, all of a sudden the cameraman's like puking all over the floor. As if the stench in the room wasn't bad enough. I don't know if she's like sitting there with her feet in the air looking, what are you doing? Ew, gross. Well, what are you gonna do? All you can do is laugh. As they got that asteroid on the way, because that's one of those things where I wonder when God's gonna throw the asteroid at the earth, Well, they're saying there's one on the way by 2032. Oops. So maybe that's it, you know. I mean, they're trying to turn the tide, you know. But it may already be too late. So I think roughly it's the size of the Statue of Liberty. But if it were to hit a major metropolitan city, it would destroy that entire city. So quite possibly going to be a very bad day for some place. The thing about the asteroids, though, is that's just the one they know of. They managed to spot that one and calculate its trajectory and all that. And so they're like, oh, well, what do we do? They say, well, maybe we could shoot a rocket at it and it'll bump it out of the way or something. Yeah, maybe. But again, that's just the one they found. There's all kinds of crap out there. What about the one you didn't find? And then suddenly you do. And it's like, oh, well, this one's like only a couple of weeks away. Oh. Well, that's a bit more serious. Well, yeah. And it's not like you can just, beam up to the Enterprise and hit it with photon torpedoes, We don't have that yet. And I know Elon's clever and everything, but I mean, he can call that rocket Starship, but it's not a Starship. Not really. Not yet. I mean, I understand you got to start somewhere. But if a big ass rock just comes in, see, it was an asteroid that formed the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, America. And that's the one that killed the dinosaurs. Now, sure, whatever dinosaurs were in the immediate vicinity, they all got wiped out, vaporized, stuff like that. But for the rest of the planet, I mean, a good bit of it, they might not have known anything happened. Of course, I don't know. It's pretty big. But anyway, after a while, it's like, geez, everything's dark all the time because of all the crap that the explosion blew up into the atmosphere. And started getting cold and vegetation dying out and other animals just dying because they got nothing to eat. So then all the carnivores, no matter how powerful and strong they were, it was useless when they didn't have anything to eat. So they starved to death. Plus other diseases and stuff can come as a result of the conditions. And that was it. They didn't have to be in the main impact. No. They just had to slowly starve to death as a result of the conditions being blocked by a lack of sunlight. And that was it for the dinosaurs. Or was it? No, it was. There's nothing left. But apparently birds. They formed the foundations of birds. So that's something. But those were, much smaller and they can survive on less. But when you're giant and then there's just nothing around, oh, it's going to suck to be you, isn't it? And it was. So whatever mammals were around, crawling around in the dirt, they eventually evolved into, well, us. Yeah. So I can't. Was her eyes blue? We're gonna go with it. It's easy enough. Maybe not that blue. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that was it for all of that, and you got the Gulf of Mexico. I mean America, and that's the impression it made. So that one was a lot bigger than the Statue of Liberty. You understand? But nevertheless, if you are in the immediate area and they're saying it's coming, nothing we can do. We shot a rocket at it. It didn't really do much. Pack your shit and get out of the way, you know. And that'll be that. So we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, screw it. I guess it's good enough like that. Okay. um, but I mean, at least they know ahead of time. So, like, what if it hit? I don't know. It hit some Russian city, and they just assumed it was a nuclear strike, so they launch everything, and then it's the apocalypse, and we're all like, radiation sickness and shit, and then our great grandkids will form the Mad Max world. And then I guess humanity, just if it survives, has to just start all over. They'll see the toilets and not really understand what they're for. They'll probably use them as water fountains. Yeah. They'll just go back to. They might figure out to dig a hole and shit in that. Maybe. There we are. Everyone knows it's Lily. Hi, Lily. Well, Lily, what did you do this weekend? Well, she did about 100. Man, the things you do for attention. I don't know. Do you think she disrespected those men and took full advantage of them and exploited them just to make money? You think that might be what occurred? Maybe they're all shattered and needing therapy and traumatized by what occurred. It could be. But they'll get over it. Anyway, Karmic X, if Kamala won, imagine how grotesque the Olympics would be the next time. I'm sure a sexual activity would have become an event. So Lily might have been a contender for that. But alas, Kamala didn't win. So I guess now we'll never know. All right, that's over 2 hours. That's going to have to do it. Oh, geez. I got to go rest. And I still got to do the Wednesday thing. Jeez. Oh, I was going to do all kinds of stuff. I keep thinking that. And thinking about it and doing it are two different things. Lily knows that, don't you, Lily? Yeah. Yeah, she does. Well, anyway, hope you had a good time watching me draw stuff. It's something to do. And, well, I did it. Yeah. Geez, I don't really have an ending theme song. I never did one for the news thing, at least not for the live stream. Which one of these? No, not that one. No, not that one. That one? I don't even know what it does. Guess there's only one way to find out. I'll just play it. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll do it again soon. So have a good night, everybody.